What is this? Eagles? We got eagles landing? What is this? Are we back in World War II? The Germans are coming back. No. It's not that kind of eagle, you dummy. It's an eagle. A real eagle. Oh, my phone's ringing again. Dang it. Hey, we're talking about eagles today. Hey, what are you doing over there? Come here. Get away from that mic, you darn chickens. Hey, it's Tree here. What are we doing here? Let's find it real quick. Ooh, hey, there's my stupid Leghorn hat. Goodbye, Leghorn hat. Hey, what we got today? We got something new. Look at that. I got myself a new hat. Yes, I do. It's a printed hat from D&D Feeds here in Tomball, Texas. I got one from them already, but this one is OD green and black, which is like my two favorite colors. Hey, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about eagles. Oh, no, yes. Yeah, I'm running late, of course. I was hoping to... someone just left me a message. I was hoping to have... let's see here if I can bring it up or not. Trying to find a video I just downloaded. But it's not... Where the heck is it? Oh, my chickens are crowing up a storm. There we go. Nope, it's not on there. I just downloaded it. Video clips. Here we go. Okay. Nope. See here. Nope. So last Saturday, a couple weeks ago, I had a hawk land in my poultry area and attacked my chickens, and my rooster went after the hawk. It was quite an interesting deal to see that happen. He attacked that hawk 3 times, and the hawk flew into the poultry net and got stuck. And that rooster continued to attack that hawk. The hawk finally got away, but it was shook up, that's for sure. It was quite an interesting sight to see. But it happened. So now I set up my chicken area, my open area with poultry netting, and I have electric fencing and so forth. I'm trying to actually load this video up for us to see here. There we go, videos. And I have electric poultry fencing for 4-legged critters, but I don't have anything for aerial because of I'm constantly moving that fencing around so they're always on green grass. So I don't have any netting over the top of them. So I've read up where you can put pinwheels in there, you can put CDs in there to reflect the sunlight to scare the hawks away. So I have pinwheels in there. And then someone else said get some black Jersey Giants and mix them in with your chickens, and they kind of resemble crows, and hawks don't get along with crows, and so forth. Well, that didn't work because their hawk finally flew in there, but it's been almost a year that they've been out there, and we hadn't had any problems until just recently with the colder weather. And then last Saturday, there's a big commotion. I go running out of my leather shop just in time to see this huge bald eagle, land in the poultry area, grab my Jersey Giant and take off with it. And the first thing I did was I grabbed my gun and I shot off a round into the ground so that the eagle would hear the gunshot and might not come back. Of course, we can't shoot at eagles. You can't kill them. You can't do anything like that because they're protected. But I wanted to make sure that eagle heard that gunshot and would think, well, if I go back, maybe I'll get shot at again. So I'm not going to shoot an eagle. I know that. But I am going to do my best to scare it away because I don't want eagles coming back and eating my chickens. Well, I'm looking around at my hens and checking them all out. And all of a sudden, I look across my front pasture and I see this black dot just coming over the fence out on the front of my property flying. And I'm like, what is that? And it's getting closer. And it's kind of like gliding and flapping a little bit, gliding. And then it goes down and it starts running. And I'm like, oh my God, that's my chicken. And it takes off again and it's flying again. And she comes in running and she lands right next to the poultry netting and takes off running right down the poultry netting towards the coop. And it's her. She came back. How she got away from that eagle, I have no idea. But it was really funny. I just laughed my tail off at this. I went over to check her out, and she was fine. She was absolutely fine. I just tried to load this again. Let me see if it worked. Yes, there it is. I'm gonna see if this works or not. It says it's uploading. So while it's processing, I'll continue talking, but supposedly it's loading right now onto here. And if it works, I'll be showing it on the screen real soon here. But I didn't catch her flying. All I did was catch her landing and running as quick as could, as quickly as she could be, as quick as she could go to the thing. So, of course, you can buy poultry netting that goes over your coop area and over your chicken runs and to protect them from aerial, assaults and so forth. But I move that netting all the time, and I don't want to mess with that. Of course, I got a great rooster that attacks the hawks. Of course, that rooster, by the time the eagle had got that hen and was flying out, the rooster was just turning around.
Well, look what's running back. How did she get away from that eagle? Here's my other Jersey giant right there. I have two of them. She's back. That eagle flew across the highway, across the farm market road, and now she's back. How did she get back? Jersey, come here, Jersey. Come on, babe. Oh my God, how crazy. She looks fine. Jersey, Jersey, Jersey. She's fine. How did she get back? Crazy.
Well, there it was. I mean, it wasn't. I'm going to try to show it again because it didn't show her running.
Well, look what's running back. How did she get away from that eagle? Here's my other Jersey giant right there. I have two of them.
Oh, well, there it is right there. If you have it on the big screen, you might be able to see it, but you'll see her running, coming in, landing and running real fast and everything. She was flying, running. She was really moving. She was hustling. But it's kind of neat. I could add those videos on there if I figured that out. But, hey, Bailey, you got any news for us today? Yeah, she's sleeping, like always. Oh, well. Well, hey, here's the outside chicken coops here. There we go. There we go. The my Easter eggers and olive eggers in there. The old ones are laying. They were in there, and I let them out every once in a while, and they go around free ranging and so forth. And Bailey watches over them. So, well, last night I opened up the other side of that coop where I have some younger birds, where I have some they're 8-week-olds, Easter eggers, olive eggers, a couple barred rocks, and some Rhode Island reds, and they're all 8 weeks old. And well, actually, they're 6 weeks old and 8 weeks old in there. And I let them out, and they were hilarious, running around, scratching, and doing stuff they'd never done before. Eating grass and having a great time. Hanging out with the bigger birds, and it was really funny watching them. So the chickens are so darn relaxing. So in there, I have those, and then I have my brooder in the back, and I've got some chicks in there growing up. Um, and I'll be moving them in there as well soon in that coops to get bigger. So what I'm doing is I'm using that one side of the coop for chicks so they can grow up more before I put them in with the bigger birds. I notice whenever you move your chickens around, I put pullets in the main coops at 6 weeks of age and 8 weeks of age, and they just constantly get picked on. And I hate that. So what I'm doing is I'm letting them grow up until they're at least 10 weeks old, maybe even 12 weeks old before I move them in with the bigger coop, so they have a fighting chance to defend themselves against the other chickens. So that's what I'm using that coop for now. Eventually, I want to put my New Hampshires in there because I don't have many of them, and they'll be fine inside there. But I got to build a chicken tunnel and so forth. But that's about it. So I tried to get some guests on today, and it's just hard getting people to come on and to commit. I contact businesses, and it's constantly back and forth emails, and they want to see your YouTube channel, and they're like, well, are you on this venue or that venue or this venue? Well, there's a bunch of venues I can be on. Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and all this other stuff, but man, they don't pay you. They're not ones that are going to pay you. The ones that are going to pay you are TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. So if I want to keep this going, I got to have money to do so. And the more subscribers you have, the better chance of making some money on it and so forth like that. So if I want to keep doing this, I want to be on the venues that pay you and so forth. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. The other ones that cost me money to be on, they cost me money to get on them. So it's like, no, I don't want to be on something I have to pay to be on. It's all right. I'll pass. There's enough people watching YouTube, I think. On YouTube, I watch it all the time. I don't watch regular TV anymore. I mean, I'll watch Wednesday night TV on Channel 2, KPRC, because it's NBC or whatever. It's Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. I actually like those shows, and I'll sit and watch those. But that's about it for TV. Occasionally I'll put the news on, but all it does is piss me off, and I don't need that in my life, and so I just don't watch it. If I need to see the weather, I grab my phone and I look up in the corner here, and I click on the weather, and it tells me what the weather's going to be for the day, and I do that daily. I don't need to watch the news, see someone on TV, to see what the weather's about. You can do it on your phone. You can watch other, news on your phone. You can see breaking news and all that stuff, and you can see. And I just not into watching news. It just doesn't do me any good. But that's about it for today. I don't have much. I was going to have a couple of friends come on today, but one couldn't get a babysitter, and the other one had another appointment to go to. But I'll get them on eventually. I'm trying to open it up to some chickeners, or chicken tenders. They like to call themselves chicken tenders. But just having the regular people on to talk about their chickens and their experiences and so forth about raising their chickens. Nothing to do with my chickens. I will admit that last week we cooked a chicken. I cooked a rooster. And I'll tell you about that real quick. So I had a great big smoker in my backyard. It's really long one with an upright, and I used to do a lot of cooking years ago and had a cook-off team. So I thought I needed another big cooker when I moved out here, but no, I didn't. Every time I go to cook a few pieces of chicken, I'd have to use a half a cord of wood, and it was something foolish. So I sold that big barbecue pit, and I have an electric smoker that you just put wet wood chips in there, and you turn this little handle, and they dump into a tray, and they heat up and they start smoking. And it also you can adjust the temperature of it, and it's got electric heat inside of it, and it runs off of Bluetooth. It looks like one of the little dorm room refrigerators, but it's got a glass front door on it. And my mother gave it to me years ago, and I started using it again, and that thing works great. But I started reading that people like using those pellets in them, and the pellets like you use for the Traeger grills and so forth. So I bought a bag of oak pellets and use those, and I was getting more smoke out of those oak pellets than those wet oak chips I used to use. And I like the flavor; it tastes great, and it's just I'm gonna keep doing that. So now I've got that little smoker underneath my back porch, next to my little propane grill, like grills hamburgers on it or whatever, and I've been cooking on that. So I got some pork steaks, not pork chops. These are called pork steaks from Arlen's Meat Market. And I seasoned them up with my Tex Joy all-purpose barbecue seasoning, and I put that on the electric smoker for 2 hours, and it was out of sight, tender, delicious. So back to that rooster, I had an Easter egg rooster, beautiful bird. I tried for months to give him away for someone to take him off my hands. I would, could use that rooster, but I discovered that he started picking out feathers of the hens, and I didn't like that, and because I don't want my hens to get cold or something like that, because a couple of them had bare spots from no feathers from that rooster. So he met his maker, and I just skin them out, feathers and all. I don't bother plucking them. I just remove the skin with the feathers on it, and then I cut off all the meat. And after I get all the meat cut off, I wash it all off, put it in a Ziploc bag, and I season it with that Texture all-purpose barbecue seasoning, and I freeze it. And I figured I'll eat it, on a rainy day or whatever. So the other day, I pulled it out. It was freezing cold outside, and I got the smoker going, and that meat was just frozen in a solid block, flat. I just put it in the smoker, frozen. And as it thawed, it started smoking and so forth, and it started cooking. And after about 2 hours, I pulled it out. I could have cooked it less, but I pulled it out, and it was tender. It was delicious. It didn't taste like if you cook a rooster. Sometimes they taste funny. They really do, especially if it's an Easter egg or an olive egg. Or, now if you have a dual purpose bird like a Rhode Island Red or a barred Bach, they're good to eat as well. Those roosters actually taste better, I think, and they got more meat on them. But this Easter egger, I have to say, it was a great tasting bird. It really was. I'm like, God, I wish I hadn't given away those other ones. I would have eaten them as well. Ooh, yeah. So I'm not giving away roosters anymore. I'm gonna be eating them. Heck, I don't mind eating them. I don't mind eating them at all. Yeah, I've got a couple that are chickens that are like my pets and everything, but nah, I'll eat them. So, oh well. That's about it for today. Y'all have a great week, and next week I'll try to get someone on. I think next week we're going to talk about incubators, and I've got someone coming on that has an incubator I've never heard of before. I have a friend she has like 6 or 7 of those Harris incubators, round ones, and she loves them. And I was thinking about getting one of those for myself someday. They look like they're real handy. They hold, I think, like 12 to 18 eggs, and which is fine. Mine just isn't up to par. It just isn't working that well. I bought a cheapy one off Amazon. Big mistake, but you learn. But yeah, I want to get back into that, doing that. Hey, let's see. I got a chat here. Who's that? Oh, is there a taste difference with a rooster and a chicken? Well, a rooster is a chicken. Yeah. No, he meant, is there a difference in taste probably between a rooster and a hen? Yeah, there is. The hens almost seem to taste better. Yeah. So, Tommy Kaiser. Oh, that's Tommy listening. he's laughing at me. Oh well, Mr. Tommy Kaiser. I hope you're feeling better today. I'll holler at you in a little bit. We got a guest coming out today from where I used to live. He's coming out to see the place, but that's about it. And I gotta get back in the leather shop and work on some knife sheaths. Yep, back into doing knives again. Yep. So John Doe starts laughing because he doesn't know the difference between a rooster and a chicken. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to work. I got a lot of work to do. Y'all have a great week. Hey, Bailey, got anything to say? Bailey. Hey, Bailey. Bailey. She's sleeping over there. Bailey. Hey, up, up. All right, she's gonna come around. Come here. Come see your fans. No, we don't want to see her butt. Get over here. Her butt looks like a butt on a calf. Come here. Up, up. Come up, up. Say hello. Say hello to Tommy's over there. See Jean? Say hello, Jean. Oh, look at you yawning. Did I get you up too early this morning, huh? Yeah. That banging noise in the background is her tail hitting the cabinet here. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for doing that. Oh, am I keeping you awake? Say hello to Jean. There's Jean right there. Yeah, you see Jean. Oh my Lord, look at you yawning so much. Man, were you up all night? Well, I got a problem here. What the heck just happened? Bailey, you did that to me. You got your hands all tied up here in the wiring, your paws. So, all right, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye. You just